knowing she's pretty, with her lips so red. A pity they won't stay that way. I was too. But there's no use going to the fair with the thing answering me like a fishwoman. When I asked to go for half a stone of potatoes, the day we met Mrs. Joe Gallagher at the trotting matches, and she pretended not to see us in her trap with Friary the solicitor. We weren't grand enough, till I gave her 2 damn fine cracks across the ear for herself. Take that now, for answering me like that, and for your impudence. She had me that exasperated, of course, contradicting. I was bad-tempered too, because how was it there was a weed in the tea? Or I didn't sleep the night before cheese I ate, was it? And I told her over and over again not to leave knives crossed like that, because she is nobody to command her, as she said herself. Well, if he doesn't correct her, faith, I will. That was the last time she turned on the tear tap. I was just like that myself. They daren't order me about the place. It's his fault, of course, having the 2 of us slaving here instead of getting in on a woman long ago. Am I ever going to have a proper servant again? Of course, then she'd see him coming. I'd have to let her know. Or she'd revenge it. Aren't they a nuisance, that old Mrs. Fleming? You'd have to be walking around after her putting the things into her hands, sneezing and farting into the pots. Well, of course. She's old. Can't help it. A good job. I found that rotten, old, smelly dishcloth that got lost behind the dresser. I knew there was something, and opened the window to let out the smell, bringing in his friends to entertain them, like the night he walked home with a dog. If you please, that might have been mad, especially Simon Dedalus' son, his father, such a criticizer, with his glasses up with his tall hat on him at the cricket match, and the great big hole in his sock. One thing, laughing at the other, and his son that got all those prizes for whatever he won them in the intermediate. Imagine climbing over the railings. If anybody saw him that knew us, I wonder he didn't tear a big hole in his grand funeral trousers, as if the one nature gave wasn't enough for anybody. talking him down to the dirty old kitchen. Now, is he right in the head? I ask Kitty. It wasn't washing day. My old pair of drawers might have been hanging up too on the line, on exhibition, for all he'd ever care. With the iron mold mark, the stupid old bundle burned on them, you might think it was something else. And she'd never even rendered down the fat. I told her. And now she's going such as she was on account of her paralyzed husband getting worse. There's always something wrong with them. Disease, or they have to go under an operation, or if it's not that, it's drink, and he beats her. I'll have to hunt around again for someone. Every day I get up, some new thing on sweet God. Well, when I'm stretched out dead on my grave, I suppose I'll have some peace. I want to get up a minute. If I'm oh Jesus, wait. Yes, that thing has come on me. Yes, now, wouldn't that afflict you? Of course. All the poking and rooting and plowing he had up in me. Now what am I to do? Friday? Saturday? Sunday? Wouldn't that pester the soul out of a body? Unless he likes it. Some men do. God knows. There's always something wrong with us. 5 days, every 3 to 4 weeks. Usual monthly auction, isn't it? Simply sickening. That night it came on me like the one and only time we were in a box. That Michael Gunn gave him to see Mrs. Kendall and her husband at the Gaiety. Something we did about insurance for him. Dreamies. I was fit to be tied, though I wouldn't give in, with that gentleman of fashion staring down at me with his glasses, and him on the other side of me talking about Spinoza and his soul. It's dead, I suppose, millions of years ago. I smiled the best I could, all in a swamp, leaning forward, as if I was interested, having to sit it out to then, to the last tag. I won't forget that wife of Scarly, supposed to be a fast play about adultery, that idiot in the gallery hissing the woman adulteress. He shouted, I suppose he went and had a woman in the next lane running all around the back ways after to make up for it. I wish he had what I had then. He'd boo. I'd bet the cat itself is better off than us. Have we too much blood up in us? Or is it what patience above it's pouring out of me? Too much like the sea. Anyhow, he didn't make me pregnant as big as he is. I don't want to ruin the clean sheets. The clean linen I wore brought it on, too. Damn it. Damn it. And they always want to see a stain on the bed to know you're a virgin for them. Well, that's troubling. Them. They're such fools, too. You could be a widow or divorced 20, 40 times over. A daub of red ink would do. Or blackberry juice. No, that's too purpley. Oh, Jamesy, let me up out of this poo sweets of sin. Whoever suggested that business for women, what, between clothes and cooking and children, this damned old bed too, jingling like the dickens. I suppose they could hear us away over the other side of the park. So I suggested to put the quilt on the floor with the pillow under my bottom. I wonder, is it nicer in the day? I think it is easy. I think I'll cut all this hair off me. They're scalding me. I think I might look like a young girl. Wouldn't he get the great sucking the next time he turned up my clothes on me? I'd give anything to see his face. Where's the chamber gone? Easy. I have a holy horror of its breaking under me. After that, the old commode. I wonder, was I too heavy sitting on his knee? I made him sit on the easy chair purposely. When I took off only my blouse and skirt first in the other room, he was so busy, or he oughtn't to be. He never felt me. I hope my breath was sweet after those kissing comfits. Easy. God, I remember the one time I could scout it out. Straight whistling, like a man, almost easy. Oh Lord, how noisy. I hope there are bubbles on it for a wad of money from some fellow. I'll have to perfume it in the morning. Don't forget, I bet. He never saw a better pair of thighs than that. Look how white they are. The smoothest place is right there between this bit here. How soft like a peach. Easy. God. I wouldn't mind being a man and get up on a lovely woman. Oh Lord, what a row you're making. Like the Jersey Lily. Easy, easy. Oh, how the waters come down at Lahore. Who knows? Is there anything the matter with my insides? Or have I something growing in me? Getting that thing like that every week. When was it last? I went Monday? Yes, it's only about 3 weeks. I had to go to the doctor, only it would be like before I married him. When I had that white thing coming from me, and Chloe made me go to that dry old stick, Dr. Collins, for women's diseases on Pembroke Road. Your vagina, he called it. I suppose that's how he got all the gilt mirrors and carpets. Getting around those rich ones off Stephen's Green, running up to him for every little fiddle faddle. Her vagina and her coach and Gina. They've got money, of course, so they're all right. I wouldn't marry him. Not if he was the last man in the world. Besides, there's something queer about their children. Always smelling around those filthy bitches, all sides, asking me, what, did I did had a offensive odor? What did he want me to do? But the one thing, gold, maybe? What a question. If I smothered it all over his wrinkly old face for him with my compliment, I suppose he'd know then. And could you pass it easily? Pass what I thought he was talking about, the Rock of Gibraltar. The way he puts it, that's a very nice invention too, by the way. Only I like letting myself down after in the hole as far as I can squeeze and pull the chain then to flush it nice, cool,